need a 20-minute sort of session just for general release of necks and shoulders and see where we go, just to make everything is aligned and staying strong. So we're just going to start cross-legged, just taking your hands to the sides of your body. Just roll your shoulders down your back a couple of times, making sure that your spine feels nice and long and your shoulders feel down your back. Slide the shoulder blades down the back of the rib cage and just sit for a minute. Just find your breath, find the height through the body. Breathing into your belly and your back and your chest. And just really slowly, as you next inhale, just lift your chin towards the sky or the ceiling, wherever you are. And as you exhale, bring your chin towards your chest. And again, inhale to lift and rise. And exhale down. Just slowly draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Just let the head drop across. Just check your shoulders don't go off center. Just keep the shoulders tall, the spine long. And take your left hand away from you, so stretching through the palm. Your center finger is stretching out. And then try and separate your little finger and thumb as much as you can. Lengthen that hand away without leaning in towards it. And let the head drop. If you want to take it deeper, you can just lightly rest your right hand on the head. A couple of deeper breaths, just let go of any tension in there. You might feel that run through your arm. If you want to bring it a bit deeper again, you just start rotating the hand, making sure your shoulder is rotating with it. As you roll it out, keep lengthening away from the body. Listen to the sound of the bells. 2. Good. Sit your right hand back to the floor and then extend your left hand up and over. Just take that into a side stretch. Use the hand on the floor to keep your sit bones rooted, but keep the shoulders away from your ears. So slide the shoulder blades down the back. Take a bend of your top arm, so your elbow is lifting up. You're trying to draw that space around the intercostal muscles around the ribs and through the side of the body. Keep your sit bones rooted to the floor, and a couple of deeper breaths. As you next inhale, lift your chest towards the sky. And then exhale, roll the shoulders so they come level with each other. Push through your underneath hand, round your back. And then lengthen your left hand away. Keep reaching until you can feel that stretch run through your left side of your back. Take the left fingers to the floor and just continue that rotation of the shoulders so they come level, rounding of the spine and drawing down of the forehead. Make sure you're not forcing your way into the pose with the shoulders. Keep the shoulder blades down, round the spine, pull up the stomach and let the forehead drop. Slowly take your left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind you. Just keep rotating, but with a tall spine. So take a full inhale to lift, and then exhale, roll the shoulders down as you rotate. Click of my back there, that's good. Take your right hand off the floor behind you and reach it across in the diagonal. So you're using your underneath hand to pull the shoulders round and your top hand to reach across. So you're spiraling yourself. Keep lifting the chest up and reaching out. Good. Slowly bring yourself back to center. Roll the shoulders a couple of times, give yourself a wriggle, and then let your left ear drop to the left shoulder. Reach your right hand away, remembering center finger and little finger and thumb. Maybe taking your left hand to rest on the head. And then continue that into a side stretch. So your right hand is coming up and over, sit bones stay rooted, chest open, your spine is long, keep the belly pulling in, Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha at the root. Just relax your neck. And then bending the elbow, try and lengthen the elbow any further across. It might just deepen that stretch around the ribs, all those tiny intercostal muscles. If you're breathing deeply, that'll help stretch as well. As you next inhale, lift the chest up And then exhale, bring the shoulders level with each other. Pull the belly back so you round the spine. Keep reaching for your right hand, forehead dropping towards your knee. I'll take the hand to the floor, just continue a bit deeper into that until you can feel that run through your right back, maybe your right lower back a bit more so. And then take the right hand onto your knee, your left knee, left hand behind you. Take a big inhale to lift, and then exhale to rotate. Taking that into a spiral, so you take the left hand off the floor behind you, and then reach across in the diagonal. So again, your hand on your knee here is pulling you under, so you continue yourself into that spiral of the body. Deepen the breath. Relax the neck. Oh, that feels good. And slowly bring yourself up, roll the shoulders. Go, give anything else a little wriggle there if you need to. It's so hot. Bring yourself onto your back and just bring your right knee to your chest. Just hug it into the body and lengthen your left leg away. So roll the ankle a few times, make sure you're moving your toes. Right. Good. And then bring this leg into a 90-degree angle. So your knee is above your hip. Your left hand is going to encourage that knee to come across into a twist, keeping it at 90 degrees. Lengthen your right hand away behind you. You want to keep your right shoulder blade on the mat if we can. Pull the belly in, support the spine, and just check this top hip hasn't collapsed in towards the ribs. Keep it lengthening away from your body. There's space between your pelvis and rib cage. Maybe turn the head to the right as well. Slowly draw the leg back up and bring that into a channel 4 stretch. So your ankle is going to come across to your thigh. Lengthen your spine. Thread the hands through the gap. Again, if your right elbow is connected to your thigh, you can use that to push the knee open and draw the shin towards you. Take a little rock side to side. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Okay, so come back to that channel 4 stretch. On the right leg is hooked. Now take it into that piriformis stretch. So you're going to almost like your pigeon. So one hand on your knee, one hand on the sole of the foot. So just lengthen the left leg away. Keep the right foot flexed and then carry the foot across to the side until your knee is almost above your heart center. Just keep going until you can feel that quite a cute little stretch right deep into your hip. Keep it traveling. And breathing. And slowly release. Just take that on the other side. So give your hips a wriggle, make sure your spine is flat, and then left knee to your chest, hugging it to the body. Roll the ankle, roll the toes. And then come to that 90 degrees angle, so your knees above your hip. And then take the right hand to draw that into a twist. So it's going over the body. Your left shoulder blade wants to stay on the floor. Lengthen the arm away. Breathing into it. Maybe turn the head to the left as well. Then bringing that into your channel 4 stretch. So the ankle comes to the thigh. Thread the hands through the gap. And then if your left elbow can push the left thigh away, then wonderful. Flexing the feet, shoulder blades down, tailbone down. Just keep breathing into the torso. And then taking that into the piriformis stretch. So just lengthen the right leg away, keep the left leg. So one hand onto the sole of the foot, flexing the foot, and the other hand just encouraging the knee to travel across until you can feel that quite acute stretch in your hip socket. Keep going, keep the foot flexing. The hip is traveling down to the floor, so try and keep the tailbone grounded. You'll know when you have it. And slowly release, lengthen the leg. Let's take a little bridge pose while we're on our back. So feet hip width apart, lengthen the spine to the ground, just take your arms away and make sure your shoulder blades are wide and that you can breathe nice and fully into the belly. So 10 toes on the mat. Let's take a full inhale into your belly. And then using your bandhas, so Mula Bandha at the root pulls in, Uddiyana Bandha in the abdomen pulls down, and then lift the tailbone off the floor, rolling up through the spine, bone by bone, peeling it away. Push through the backs of your shoulders. You might feel your head slide back, push through the heels of your feet. Make sure there's not too much gripping in your glutes. So if you're holding from here, just relax, use your bandhas. Almost have a sense of trying to tuck the tailbone under by pulling the belly back. So it should feel really strong in the core. Inner thighs are engaged. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, roll the spine back to the floor, bone by bone. Tailbone is the last thing to touch the ground. And just take one more of those. So full inhale to start. And then exhale, draw down, draw in, lift from the inner core, your bandhas, peeling the spine away from the ground. Push into the heels, the backs of the shoulders, relax the glutes, relax the forehead. Breathe. And on your next exhale, roll the spine to the ground. Keep the belly pulling in so you keep the control. The hips are traveling towards the heels, so you lengthen the spine into the mat. And then just take a little rock side to side of the knees. And when you're ready, bring yourself to all fours. So spreading the fingers nice and wide, nice long spine. Again, just check in with the bandhas. Just take a few cat and cows. So you're inhaling as you lift. And exhale to round, pull the belly in and push the floor away. And just keep going there at your own pace. Take as long as you like with it. And then take that into a child's pose. So just let the hips draw down, open the knees slightly wider than the ribs and lengthen the hands away, forehead to the mat. Deep breaths into your back. And then come onto the forearms. Make sure your elbows are below your shoulders, fingers spread, and just tuck the knees in so they're parallel. Just take a few cat and cows there as well. So again, you're inhaling, chest lifting, try and move the shoulder blades, lengthen the neck, pull the belly in even though you're in a back bend, and then exhale, rounding, push the ribs up and tuck the chin. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Next time your back is rounding, holding there, stay open with the shoulder blades, tuck the toes, and then lift the hips up to the ceiling or the sky. Keep trying to round through this upper back. Holding that dolphin pose, make sure Uddiyana Bandha is drawing in slightly so you have that core engagement. Mula Bandha lifting in. And then let's breathe into it. So right foot lifting up, breathe into your belly. And then use the core to squeeze the legs down. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more. And change sides. Two more. And slowly lower the knees. Stay on your toes, just come back to sit onto the heels. Roll the shoulders down your back. Just take the hands behind you and then open the chest. Slowly come into a downward dog. We'll just finish with a last little flow. So hips lifting, checking with those shoulder blades. So bend the elbows, squeeze the elbows in. Again, round the upper spine, and then find your downward dog with that nice open wrapping of the shoulder blades. And then lengthen the arms into it. So you're encouraging the tip of your elbow. So try and turn towards the mat slightly. Make sure your fingers are spread, index fingers pushing down. Relax your neck. Sit bones lifting. Little bend in the knees is fine. Belly drawing in, breathing. Good. So lifting, lifting up and over into that plank position. So rounding the spine as you travel. Shoulders over the wrists. Tailbone tucking, pull the belly up but lower the hips. Push the floor away, shoulder blades are open, relax the neck. Push back through your heels, breathe. And slowly drop the knees to the floor. Just let the body caterpillar down. So slowly bend the elbows towards your ribs. Let the hips come down, travel the chest forwards and down. Stretch your feet back behind you so you have space. Hands under your shoulders, take a roll of the shoulders coming back, lifting the chest. As you exhale, pull the belly in, draw the chest forwards and down. And just repeating that again. So inhale and exhale. Slowly push back through all fours, strong arms, tuck the toes, and back to a downward dog. Paddle the feet. And slowly lower the knees to the ground. Come back to a child's pose. And just rest it there.